Welcome to Doug in Exile. Well, too much smart political commentary is in the race over Trump versus DeSantis and now versus Tim Scott. So you've heard of dumb it down. Well, we don't say that anymore. We say that we're going to view it down.
Tim Scott yesterday formally announced his campaign for presidency and laid out what he thinks the American people want.
It doesn't sound like former President Trump is worried about you.
Well, I'll say this, I'd appreciate his vote as well.
That's a good comeback. I'll appreciate his vote as well. But here's Whoopi. I love her commentary. She goes, I don't know what to think. Can someone get me on planet?
So what are we actually seeing here? What's happening?
I don't know what's happening. Joy, do you have something on what's happening?
Well, isn't he Professor Positive?
Look how mean Joy is. Just because Tim Scott's positive, she calls him Professor Positive.
And he's one of these guys who, he's like Clarence Thomas, black Republican who believes in pulling yourself by your bootstraps.
Oh, it's albino Joy Behar talking about he's one of these guys. He's one of these guys that believe in pulling themselves up by their bootstraps. What do you mean by one of these guys, Joy? What exactly do you mean? One of these guys.
Rather than, to me, understanding the systemic racism that African Americans face in this country and other minorities. He doesn't get it, neither does Clarence.
Okay, Joy Behar, albino white crayon, says Tim Scott doesn't get systemic racism. He walks around as a black African American in America, in the South, and she says he doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Tim Scott, until you've walked around in the shoes of Joy down Rodeo Drive in her sequined pumps, I don't think you know what kind of suffering your people have gone through.
DeSantis is the only one, I'm informed, who has a nickname, Ron DeSanctimonious. The others he hasn't given a nickname to.
Give him time.
But that shows you.
Happen.
But he doesn't go after Nikki Haley or Tim Scott yet. So that means he's scared of DeSantis still, I think, even though DeSantis is trailing.
It's true that Trump is only afraid of DeSantis. He's spent more money attacking DeSantis than he has Democrats. But she missed, Joy, you missed it. You oaf. He's not just Ron DeSanctimonious. He's also Meatball Ron.
And Tim Scott is 1.8%. I mean, he's sort of a non-factor at this point. And I don't think
Look at her dismissing a brother. That was quick. Tim Scott, he doesn't even count. Goodbye. Speak to the hand.
I don't think his platform is mainstream enough to have him beat these other candidates. And I think there's a real...
His platform is positivity, Professor Positivity, and it's not mainstream enough. What's wrong with these people? Where do they get their political commentary from? I think they get it from an AI-generated poll.
Trump is not going to win.
Why?
Well, for the 6-week ban thing that's going on in Florida.
Trump or DeSantis?
Both of them. Neither one. They're both anti-choice, even though we know.
I like this. Joy says they both have 6-week ban. One of the things that differentiate them is DeSantis is at the 6-week ban mark, and Trump is at the 15-week ban mark, making Trump closer to Joy Behar. Joy, I just wanted to let you know, you're closer to Trump than DeSantis on choice.
I just want somebody who will tell their truth. I want them to actually tell their truth.
There's no such thing as their truth. Truth is not personal. Truth is public and it's for everyone. There is the truth.
You don't believe in this XYZ, say that.
Yeah.
But don't hide it.
Okay, I'll say it, but the way that you hide it is you hide behind saying that it's your truth. The way that you say it and be bold is you say this is the truth, not a truth, the truth.
You remember there is no law prohibiting him from running in jail.
And wearing an orange jumpsuit.
And wearing an orange jumpsuit.
Can you imagine?
The law allows him to be in jail and be the president. Now, do we need to make some changes?
Just because you run a third world puppet show and put Trump in an orange jumpsuit doesn't mean I'm not going to vote for him. I would love to vote for him, even if it's in an orange jumpsuit. Same thing if you do the same thing to DeSantis, I'd vote for him too, even in jail. Once again, The View proves it is viewless. I'm Doug in Exile.